Welcome to the Bavarian Soundworks DICE Mediabridge User's Guide. Here we're going to explore all of the new features that the Mediabridge brings to our BMWs. We're going to start by, of course, connecting our iPod to our cable. Now ordinarily we would have it here connected in our spec dock, but we don't quite have the spec docks ready for manufacturing yet, so we're a little behind. So bear with us while we go over the guide using the standard USB cable that's plugged into the Mediabridge unit. With our iPod connected, we're going to press our mode button. And that's going to come up, call the Mediabridge. We're going to have the option to choose our Bluetooth, our auxiliary, our USB, which is going to be our iPod. And if we had a Sirius module, we would be able to select that as well. It would come up Sirius. So let's start with our iPod. We have two modes with which we can operate our iPod or our iPhone with our Mediabridge unit. We have unlocked and locked. Unlocked, which is the preferred method, I believe, for most of us, is going to be where we have full control from the iPod and limited control from our radio. Let's start with the unlocked mode. You don't have to do anything. You just plug your iPod in or iPhone. We press our mode button to call up our Mediabridge. Its default is USB, which is our iPod or iPhone. We can now select our iPod, select a song, start playing it. And you can see that just like always, we have control of our iPod. We have simple track controls from our radio or our steering wheel. And then we have limited controls using our playlist, button 2, album, button 3, artist, button 4. There's limited control there. And again, it's not, you can see change our playlist. We get to the next playlist. We press disc 1. We can now navigate the tracks within our playlists just as effortlessly as we can from our iPod itself. That's our simple mode, also known as unlocked. Locked mode, let's turn off our Mediabridge, go back to our radio. Locked mode is where we lock our iPhone, or if it's your iPod, you toggle your switch to lock on top. We'll plug in our cable or dock our iPhone while locked, plug it in, press our mode button, call back up the iPod or iPhone, and you can see it gives you the opportunity to unlock it. Don't do it. Leave it locked. The music's going to come back up where you left it off. And now we've got full control from our radio. So we press disc 2, playlists. The name of the playlist will come up. We can change the playlists using our track up and track down just as easily on our steering wheel. We find a playlist that we want to listen to. We select it by pressing disc 1, and we can now navigate the songs within that playlist. We can do the same thing with our artists. So the artists will come up. We're able to navigate through the artists using our track up and track down buttons. So let's get to another artist. We want to select this artist. We'll press disc 1. Now we can change the tracks by that artist using our track up and track down button. As you can see, there's only one song by this artist, so we're not able to change tracks, of course. And then the same can be said of albums. We navigate our albums again using our track up, track down. Select the album we want, press disc 1 to change the songs within that album, and then we use our track up and down to change the tracks within that album. It's very straightforward. So with that covering our locked guide, let's move over to our Bluetooth functionality and show you how your phone calls and wireless Bluetooth audio work. So we'll go into our settings, go to General, we then go to Bluetooth. We're going to turn it on. It's going to find the Mediabridge device. It can take a few minutes sometimes for it to connect. You won't have to do anything. Sometimes it asks for a code. The code is 0000. Ordinarily, it doesn't go looking for it. We can go to our Bluetooth mode. So by pressing mode again on our radio, go to the Bluetooth. It's not linked currently. They're talking, having a little chat about whether or not they want to work together. They do. They want to work together. Now that they're connected, it's going to say linked to the name of your phone. And once they're connected, we can now make and receive phone calls. Rather, take and receive phone calls. You can't make a phone call through the radio. You have to still use the phone the old-fashioned way. But let's go back to the audio part, which is what's really cool. Now that we're in our Bluetooth phone mode, we can disconnect our phone, go back to our music. We can go to our now playing song, press play, and now the music plays wirelessly through the system. Now, of course, you're not able to control anything from the radio because it's all wireless, but nevertheless, it's kind of cool to have your phone just sitting in your seat with music playing. When a phone call is coming in, we have the incoming call number on display on the radio screen, and to answer the phone, we press our track up button. You'll see that the phone call is connected. The number is still on display. You can hear the caller on the other line. Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, how are you? Should we talk about the weather?
We should chat about the weather, maybe even the government. So as you can see, it's a very straightforward process. We're chatting, the radio is muted, there is no audio. We're ready to hang up the call. We use track down either on our radio or our steering wheel. So let's hang up our call, and our music is going to come right back where we left it, as you can see. Now, we can again plug our USB cable back in, and at this point, we can go back into our Mediabridge and call up our USB. And now the text information will appear back on the radio. And we go back to navigating like always. We're again in unlocked mode again. So we can navigate just as easily between the iPod, the radio, and the steering wheel. The Dice Mediabridge is a wonderful way for us to connect multiple audio sources into our BMWs. Even if you're looking for something as simple as Bluetooth and iPhone integration, the Mediabridge is the device for you. Thanks for joining us, enjoy your new system, and we'll see you guys again in the future in another BSW video.